Hello, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of Monsterhearts. All eyes on me. We made it. We did it. We're back. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Doing great. Previously on All Eyes on Me. In the sleepy suburb of Randall Falls, Michigan, the frigid and depressing winter has the teens of Randall Falls High School tense and bored. Jake, the school's golden boy, played by Zach Tabor, is stuck sitting by his now ex-girlfriend Julia and her drama club posse, publicly embarrassing Julia in front of the entire homeroom when she announces signups for a winter talent show. Knowingly disheveled Colin, played by Matt Schwartzwalder, is crushing hard on Julia and is ready to support her from the sidelines. And don't look at me, but look at me, Zoe, played by Jen Geiger, is eager to know what the prize will be for the winner of the talent show. Julia and the posse talk amongst themselves and come back realizing that they never really planned for a talent show prize, but will do their best to satisfy Zoe. In a seemingly innocuous lie by Zoe, she scores excited Manic Pixie Kale, played by Sophie Pantal, and their classmate Logan, tickets to a drag show on Friday night. The homeroom bell rings, releasing the students to the sign-up sheet for the talent show, and Jake and Julia and Colin and Kale and Zoe all make their way to sign up for their special talents. Jake signs himself up first, purposely to throw off Julia, who he is continuously trying to shake, not knowing that Julia and Colin secretly have their own thing going. Then a little moment of catch up, I think, with Julia and Jake. The two plan to take their off-campus lunches together. And as the lunch bell rings toward middle period, everybody takes off to their prospective lunch plans. And inadvertently bumping into Colin, Julia ditches Jake in a last minute decision to go to the Let's Go Cafe with Colin. Back on campus, Zoe, very innocently and with no agenda whatsoever, tells her classmate Emily, Kip, the moody little bee in the corner of homeroom, about a possible job opportunity that her stepdad Steve might have for some very capable students in the community. Kale ends up meeting their friend Stephanie at the JJ Pepper's Food Mart for some inflation busting Long Island iced teas. Oh God, Arizona iced teas. Could you imagine what a different last half of that game that would be? And the two end up sharing a kiss in the school parking lot. Stephanie scuttles off, and we cut to the Let's Go Cafe, where Colin and Julia are sharing a very flirtatious lunch. And in walk Jake and Jenna, Julia's best friend. Jake has been knowing what's up this whole time and has been watching Julia from afar. And in a very well-rolled move to hypnotize Jenna, Jake uses her to send her back into the Let's Go Cafe with the instruction to set Julia straight, Jenna, and make sure you record it and post it on Instagram and Facebook. And with that, Jenna, now hypnotized, turns on a heel, walks into the Let's Go Cafe, and Jake speeds away in his car. And the door closes, and we are going to cut from that moment. We are not going to see what happens in the Let's Go Cafe. And instead, we are going to cut to the end of the school day, into the very early hours of post-Monday school time. Is there anything, I know we have some evening plans that have been settled, but between now and what do we say? 8 o'clock was band practice. Yeah, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
What time was that? I didn't write it in my planner. Julia might have, but is there anything anybody wants to do on their way out of the school building? We can say you stopped by your locker. If there's any conversations you want to have or catch. Jake, you do see you don't see Colin, but you do see Julia pass you in the hallway, and she does not make eye contact with you. And you notice that she is not usually, as she is, flanked by either Jenna or Becca. You can try it. She like stops, and you see like her shoulders kind of move up and down with like a deep breath, and she turns around and she looks at you and says, "What, Jake?" I don't know if I can believe you. I'm sorry. I don't know. Jake, I don't know anymore. Ever since we broke up, like, and even like right before, things have just felt really weird. Yeah, I'm sorry that Jake, I think I just need some space. And I don't think I can give you the closure that you need, or that you want, or that I need right now. And I think I just need to like be alone for a while. And like, I mean, we were together for a long time. And I don't want to hurt your feelings, and I just need some time, and I want to talk about this. I really do, but we're going to pause right now because we just got message from our executive producer, Emily Kipp, that we cannot hear Zach's audio. Emily, please confirm or deny if you can hear Zach's audio after we make this quick tweak.
Oh no!
And then Zach and I will reenact. Okay.
Oh no! I'm sorry. It was a bug in OBS that I know about and didn't plan for. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We'll do a quick recap and then we'll carry on.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, for the viewers, Jake approached Julia and asked for her to be honest with him. You heard Julia's side of it. And so, yeah, basically, he just begged for a little bit of honesty. He said that he had no idea Jenna was gonna call her out the way that she did. And yeah, so that's basically it, right?
Yeah, just said that he didn't have any idea that Juno would do that. He was very sorry. He just wants the chance to talk about closure for their relationship, and if that's not something she wants to do, that's not something she has to do. And then she said she needs space and can't give me the closure that she can give me right now. You heard that side of it. And then I just simply end the conversation by saying, you know what, Julia, that's okay. Take as long as you need. I completely understand. And then he kind of like gives a little wink and then turns and walks away.
Ugh. Julia like stands there kind of like looking around to see if like anyone heard that or like perceived that, and then upon like seeing, because okay, so we've talked a little bit about this, Zach, but like in regards to you and Julia's relationship, there was never any real like issue aside from toward the end. There was just like kind of a release and like a pullback.
Yeah, I would say that Jake kind of really cut the cord suddenly.
Okay, yeah. Cool. That's the vibe I was getting, but I wanted to make sure. Cool.
Totally.
Yeah, so she's kind of whiplashed, right?
Yeah, for sure.
She turns around, like looks for her locker, goes to her locker, and just begins packing up for her day.
My only plan other than that is to show up to rehearsal, and Colin told me to be there right at around 8:30. 8:30,
okay. Oh God. All right, drama.
The only thing that I will do is I will text Julia, because after what happened in the cafe, and just say, hey, I'm sorry that happened. Really shitty situation. You know, if you need someone, I will be there for you in a heartbeat. And then like a minute later, another text that says, but also I understand if you want to postpone our rehearsal and need to be alone.
This is a question, and you can say yes or you can say no, but from where you're texting Julia, can you see her?
No.
Okay.
No.
Insight check. So you see pretty immediately, Colin, 3 dots appear and then they disappear.
I'm staring at the phone.
Yeah.
As I'm walking.
And then you get the like heart reaction to your last message of like, if you need me, I'm here, but I understand if you want to be alone.
My heart rate goes up 30 clicks.
Yeah. There's something about that heart reaction that's just like, even if it's just totally like platonic, you're just like, ooh. A little flirty, a little fun. And then she texts back, I'd still like to meet up tonight for the music. And that's what she sends back.
Okay. I will respond 4 minutes later and say...
Good time.
And I'll say, great, that's great. I'll see you there. Can't wait to see you in practice.
That's great. Can't wait to see you. Cool. Do you do anything else?
No, just regular day until practice.
Cool.
I am gonna send a text to Kale and Julia. Julia's in all our stories. And be like, hey, since you two were willing to help me find my talent for the show, can I bounce an idea off of you?
Julia immediately has like 2 thumbs up emojis and heart eyes.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, yes, what is it? And then just like the eyes, like looking like.
And I'm gonna text back. I'm gonna text back just hypnosis? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
Julia sends back, wait, like you want to do hypnosis?
I'll text back like, I think it would be funny to like try, and maybe we could like, maybe we could plant some people and pretend it works.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds amazing. Hypnosis is a great idea. You can do hypnosis?
I write back, I dabble.
Intriguing. This is what a fun confession. Yes, absolutely.
Julia sends back, ... I'm not disinterested.
Okay, great. I'll be just like, we'll talk more.
Okay. Yeah, it is only Monday and the talent show's not till Friday.
Yeah. I got play.
Cool. And just for your reference, I popped the photo of Julia again into your visual minds. Yeah, so that text happens. Kale, do you have any post-school business you would like to attend to as the hallways are full?
It's winter semester. Spring semester, yeah.
Yeah, it's like end of January.
Yeah. There'd be like preconditioning time for like the track team. Is Jake on the track team?
I thought you were football. Would you be?
Yeah, he's football, but football's
overlap.
over. Yeah. So he would definitely. I mean, if he's 4.0 GPA, football star, and in the theater, that means he would definitely have a spring sport. And I'm gonna say, yeah, it's
Let's
track.
do it.
Yeah,
Why say no?
yeah,
honestly,
of course.
like,
Yeah.
what do we
and-
stand to gain?
Specifically in the relay.
Whoa.
But he does other
But
stuff
is
too.
he the beginning, middle, or end?
Oh, he's the
Is he-
anchor.
Cool.
Yeah, the anchor.
Yeah.
I think
Five.
you and I are different legs of the
Yeah.
of the relay.
Love that.
Ooh.
And you and I have not crossed paths yet in this game, really.
Yeah,
Besides,
exactly. No, we haven't.
Yes, bring them together.
So yeah, after I had that moment with Julia, I would have gone out to my car, got my stuff, and went to practice.
Kale would just be like bouncing, like a constant ADHD, like
Yeah.
Kale's so cute.
tweaky, bouncy hyper energy, and would just be in the locker room like, all right, man, here we go.
Yeah, no, that's good. Should be.
We're gonna break some records this year.
Oh, I mean, of course, it's the two of us, and it's our senior year. We got it.
Not to.
Oh, hey, are you gonna sign up? Did you sign up for the talent show?
You know, I did.
Yeah, cool. I knew you weren't paying attention in class, so I had to hopefully assume that you heard us.
Oh, did we talk about this in class?
Kale, you're the best. Hey, you were, I couldn't help but notice that you were talking to, what's her name? Zoe?
Zoe?
Right?
Yeah. I just I haven't really talked to her before, but I don't know.
Oh, okay, cool. Did she mention anything about her family?
I mean, I think she said something about some newfound wealth. But her family's not rich. I didn't really understand it.
Gotcha.
But
I was just,
some
I was just
people-
curious. Yeah, no. I thought I recognized her.
I mean,
So-
yeah, she's gone to school here.
No, but as in connected to another person. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
Cool. Hey, so did you hear about what happened between Jenna and Julia?
You know, I saw it.
What am I supposed to do with that?
I don't know. I mean, that's pretty wild. You have like two people fighting about you.
No, that's. I have one person standing up for me in a public way that is honestly. Did it make me feel kind of good after Julia did what she did? Yes. Am I okay with it actually? No, of course not. So
yeah, I
don't know how to react, you know?
How are you doing? Because like your auras, it's like black and rainbow. Like you got a lot going on, man. I don't know. Maybe after this we do some stretching. I could do some like Reiki. Just do some energy work. I don't know. Would you be up for that?
Yes, I think that we could try that. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, because we gotta get our minds, our bodies clear, focus.
Right. We have to beat West Central.
Fuck West Central, man. Fuck West Central.
Fuck West Central, dude.
Oh!
Okay, all right. You ready?
Yeah, let's fucking
go.
Hey,
how are you doing?
I'm great. What do you mean?
I don't know. I just feel like you're always asking me everything about me, but how are you? How are you?
I mean, yeah, no, I'm great. I mean, we've got the talent show coming up. I saw some drag this last weekend. It was burning.
Saw some drag queens.
Yeah.
Really? How's the family?
Yeah. I mean, my mom's fine, you know.
Yeah. Cool. Well, drag queens. Was it fun?
It was so much fun. Yeah, we're going. Me, Zoe,
Logan, I think.
Logan.
Yeah.
Going this weekend.
Oh, you're going with Zoe?
Yeah. I have like some connection. They're gonna get tickets for all of us to go. So.
Where's it at?
It's in Grand Rapids.
Oh wait, I think I heard you were talking about this Bernie Sanders.
Yeah,
oh yeah, okay, yeah. Interesting. All right, well, hey, I hope you have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean it's at the Rush Room. So I mean, if you were ever down to go, I'd have to ask the crew if they're cool with another one tag out. But I don't know why they wouldn't be.
Oh, wait, is the talent show Friday night?
No, this is Saturday.
Oh, this is Saturday. I mean, listen, I don't know. I couldn't insert myself, Kale. I was just curious. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
You hear a bang, like of a door being like slammed open from the track side, not the like hallway school side.
Yeah.
And in like hyperly like entering, very like wide eyes, very kind of distressed looking. You see one of your track teammates and a person that is in your homeroom. You don't really know his first name, but you know his last name, Spicoli. Come in, and he is like, "Hey, guys!
Hey, Spicoli, chill, calm down. What?
Fucking Christ! Are we gonna break a fucking record this year?" And he like grabs your face,
no,
Jake,
we
and he's
are.
like, "Answer, bitch!"
I take his wrist and I pulled it very quickly from my face.
And you notice, because of how close he is, he has a very small line of white powder around his left nostril. And he's like, "Yeah, man, yeah. So we're gonna fucking crush it this week. We're gonna fucking crush it this week."
Tilt my head. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I just packed that away.
Okay.
I actually I grab his face.
Yeah.
And I brush away the powder underneath his nose.
He immediately is like,
and I say, "Let's be a little careful, huh? You owe me one."
Fuck.
And I push him away. Yeah, let's go fucking top West Central. Come on.
Zach, go ahead and mark yourself with a string. on Coley. And you already had one anyway because you have a string on everyone, but add
Because
another.
I'm beautiful. Yeah, I remember.
Because you are beautiful.
Amazing. I love that. Thank you so much.
Yes. And he looks at you, Kale, and he's like, yeah, fuck, yeah, right. And like books it back out into the track.
I just look at Kale. Jake finds himself very flustered around Kale because
Ooh.
Kale is like the only person that Jake doesn't feel like he has kind of a, as of now, that he feels like he has kind of a mental one-up on, and finds Kale very hard to read. So Jake usually finds himself at his most like wanting to impress in front of Kale. Right, let's do this. Secret, and then he puts his hand out for the secret handshake that they have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So Kale exits towards the track, and before you get a chance to leave, Jake, you hear a ping on your phone.
Okay.
Do you check it or? You leave it for after practice?
I open up my gym bag, take it out, look at it.
Cool. It is a text from Jenna that says, hey, BB, literally.
Mm-hmm.
And then follow-up text, it's done. And then nothing else.
I do specifically remember saying, I think I remember saying that she does not know that I'm the one that told her to do.
Oh, did you?
Well, it's a part of the ability. If I get on hypnotize or hypnotic on a 10 and up, they do exactly what you wish and have no idea that anything is wrong. Okay, so they don't know that.
So it's she doesn't think it's wrong.
Okay,
yeah,
perfect,
she's reporting back to you. And then follow up, you get a notification on both Facebook and Instagram that says. Jenna has uploaded a new video. And you hear in the hallway several pings of Instagram's Facebook notifications from both Android and iPhone. Fair representation.
Yeah.
Very inclusive.
Yeah, thank you. As a Google Pixel user, I have to stay true to my own kind.
Hate myself. Keep it feral though. And
yeah.
I look down at my phone and a big smile comes across my face. And I respond to her via text. And I say, Jenna, I can't believe you did what you did. That was completely rude and uncalled for. And Julia did not deserve that. Please do not reach out to me again. I am then going to publicly say the same in response to both videos and block her on social media. I'm going to put the phone back in my gym bag and go out to practice.
Whoa!
So in that moment, you take the time to like craft a response.
Yeah.
To okay. You don't get an answer back from Jenna. And yeah, we'll see when you come back from track practice how that goes down. Cool. So needless to say, as we move through the evening, Zoe, Kale, and Colin, you all receive the same notification. Colin, you are there, so you see.
I see myself.
You see basically from Jenna's point of view, her telling off Julia on behalf of Jake, saying Jake was just trying to apologize. he wants to make amends and you are just ignoring him at every turn. You tried to have lunch with him and then you canceled like everything that we already know, just laying into Julia. At one point, Julia starts crying and tries to push the phone out of Jenna's hand, to which Jenna responds, "Oh, and now you're getting violent with your best friend. Great. This just looks really great for you." And at that point, Colin, you see kind of a shot of the camera as like Julia kind of pushed it away. You see you just sitting there like quietly and stoically at the table. And the video cuts off kind of on that freeze frame of you. And that's the last thing.
The play again is frozen on his face.
Yeah.
My response to the videos on Instagram and Facebook would basically just be to the tune of, Jenna, I appreciate you standing up for me, but this is not the way to do something like this. This was incredibly rude. This shouldn't have happened publicly. I advise you to delete these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I see it on Instagram or something, and it's like the first time I see like Jake's comment, and I like don't follow him, so I just go and follow him.
Amazing.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, for anybody who wants to check their social media, you now see both. I think Kale and Jake, you're not really at a place to check yet, but you have all at this point left school, are in your prospective homes, and see not only the video from Jenna, but the video of Julia, or from Jake and his public like denouncement of Jenna's actions.
There's a part of me that's kind of excited that I'm like part of a viral school video. But I'm also like mortified of my inaction, and I compose a response to Jake's response like 700 times and I erase it, and I don't know what to say. I'm just kind of going through the motions trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So juicy.
And Matt, not to take autonomy away from you, but if you feel like that isn't a course of action that Colin would have taken, feel free to negate me. But yeah, narratively, I just like put that out there. So definitely feel free. Yeah, and so a few hours go by after Jake reposted, put on his story, all of that. And then anyone who goes to check Jenna's feed notices that the video is conspicuously absent and has been deleted, but it still replays on Jake's, I believe, right? Or would it go away if it was a repost of a...
It would go away, but like people have probably like
people have reacted, it still exists in some way,
It's
like
a YouTube video now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on meme accounts.
Reddit gets a hold of it and it really blows up.
World star.
Yeah. So let's fast forward to about 5 p.m. Again, tell me if this is not the case, but Zoe, would you be home at this point, or where would you be around 5 p.m. on a Monday?
Yeah, I would be home.
You'd be home?
I mean, my plan is to meet up with Emily at some point.
Yeah, when does that happen? Or what did we say? Did she?
We said after school.
Yeah.
So maybe before I go home, or like, I guess, no, it wouldn't be at my home. It would be like we meet at a cafe or something. So maybe we meet at, what's the cafe called?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
cafe.
go. Actually, look, I'm going to do this for y'all.
With,
since we're in the town.
Nice.
Yeah, a little
Beautiful.
picturesque Michigan.
I love that our town has our own language.
I know, it's so cool.
Right? It's not Latin, but it might as well be. So say that again. You're gonna text Emily.
Yeah, so I think I would have like set it up with Emily, like text Emily, like to meet at Let's Go Cafe, and text stepdad Steve and be like, I think I already texted him, didn't I?
Yeah, because
Or I
he
don't-
texted you. He texted you and said, "Do you have any?"
It was like plans for the talent show.
Yeah.
And
What did he say?
Yeah, I don't remember.
What is your talent show What is your talent going to be for the talent show? Who is going to be your target audience?
Oh, and I was like, I'm working on it. Can I get tickets to the drag show?
Yeah.
But no. So then I would also text him and be like,
oh yeah, and he said you've been good. That was.
Yeah, and I said something about like, making plans with some new people or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to text him and say just like, pick me up cafe. That's a different cafe. Let's go cafe.
Delicious, but
is that a real place?
pick
Is
me
that a
up.
place in Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
It's the like
is that a
vegan
from-
place. Shout out
Oh,
to
yeah,
Pick Me
okay.
Up Cafe.
Yeah.
We're not
I was like,
sponsored.
where is that coming from in my brain?
Actually, it's time to announce we're sponsored tonight's episode, but we're not. Legally, we're not.
Legally, but we like it. Let's go there.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think that there's kind of like a ritual here. If I say like just let's go cafe after school, have someone for you to meet,
Cool.
he would
Yeah.
know.
And so you're texting him that right after school.
Yeah, I think I would have texted him that like right after my conversation with Emily and like set it up. So then after school, I would probably like go with Emily to the cafe.
Okay. Yeah. Then let's go ahead. Let's go back to the Let's Go Cafe. Let's go.
It's the
To the
place
Let's
to
Go
be. It's
Honestly.
simply the only cafe that I know of
Simply, literally, quite honestly, the only cafe might happen
that I've
in
ever
Randall
been to in
Falls.
my life.
Cool. So, just as a reminder, because I worked so hard to make all of these little things, here is
Yes.
Emily. You have a text from her, or you text her and she responds, meet you outside the cafe.
Yeah.
And so as you're walking up, you see her leaning on the side of the cafe. Looks to be finishing a cigarette, very edgy, very moody, doesn't give a fuck. She like stomps it out with her very faded, very worn Doc Marten, and looks at you and was like, so who is this contact?
Oh, it's my I thought I said it's my stepdad. Just has like a lot of connections.
Oh, that's right.
Around
Sorry, I
town.
was like in that book.
Persuasion.
Yeah, Persuasion. Like I hate it,
Um,
but I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I mean, this is gonna be really good for me. I think I need some.
Yeah, and my
direction.
stepdad is like really chill. He's like always very happy to help my friends.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
definitely
Cool.
can like get you a job.
And he's not like
we
a
like
creep,
start
is he?
walking. No. Ew.
Cool.
I wouldn't like introduce you to him if he was a creep.
I mean, I don't know you, so
Well, I guess
gotta
I like,
ask.
yeah, no, he's like a cool stepdad. You know?
Okay. Cool. I've never
It's
heard
kind of-
anyone say that about their stepdad, so I trust you.
Zoe is like, oh, like I know she's never heard anyone say that about her stepdad. I'm like, okay, noted. I'll repeat that again. Yeah, he's totally chill and like, also like really rich, so he can probably just like help you out.
Fuck yeah. I love taking money from rich white dudes. I mean, like earning it, I guess. in
Yeah,
this case,
right.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll like open the door, gesture for you to go in. And y'all can easily find a seat at the window, little 2-seater, unless you have other plans and want to sit somewhere else.
No, I would love to sit by the window.
Yeah. Cool. So you grab your drink, your coffee if you're getting something, and about 5 minutes go by, which is a little bit longer than it usually takes at these meetings. Usually Stepdad Steve is very on time. And just as you're starting to pull out your phone and check to see if he's messaged you or anything, you hear the ting-a-ling-a-ling of the entry bell. Nice, thank you, Zach. That was excellent neck work. And you see a very like tall, kind of lithe gentleman walk in. And Zoe, you know this to be your stepdad, Steve.
My stepdad, Steve.
And he turns to you and he says, "Oh, Zoe, darling, hello."
Oh, hi, hey, Steve. And I like get up and I'm like, I kind of like make a little show of like giving him a hug, but it is weird.
Yeah, he like appreciates the affection and like gently pats you on the back, but then breaks almost as immediately as you do. Yes, and I'm sorry, you are. He turns to Emily, and Emily, very oddly and out of her element, stands respectfully and like holds out her hand and is like, "I'm Emily. Thank you for."
This is like my classmate, Emily. She's really smart.
Very smart. Oh, good. A good quality to have in a young woman. You know, that's for a long time it was, and he kind of looks at you, Zoe, and says, for a long time it was frowned upon for women to be intelligent, and I'm glad that's something that's turned around. And he like looks back at Emily, still shaking her hand, and says, "Oh, apologies for the formality. Sit down. Can I grab anything? I see you all have coffees, any snacks or anything on me, of course, on me."
I'm good. Yeah, I think
Emily? Emily like nods and says, "No, I'm okay." And you see like just kind of a very like eager to impress thing happening suddenly.
Silver Fox stepdad.
Yeah, a little bit of that. So he kind of walks away to get himself a bevy. Simon's going nuts. Hang on. Hi. Yes. Stepdad Steve is here. You heard that right.
We all love
Simon loves Stepdad Steve. And he goes away, and Emily turns to you and was like, "Okay, fuck you.
What?
You didn't tell me he was a smoke show."
Ew, why would I say that about my stepdad?
Well, I mean, he's not your real dad.
No, but
and we're like old enough to like have eyes, right?
He's
Jesus.
a father figure to me.
I don't know if I can work for him. I will be distracted.
Well, you might not be working for him. He's just gonna get you a position with like probably like someone else he knows. You're not gonna be like his personal assistant.
But like I kind of want to be. Yes. Oh fuck, he's coming back, and she like gets really like kind of like fixes her hair and like her shirt, and comes back over, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna grab this chair here," and he like sets it down, and he's like, "So, Emily, I hear you're interested in." Zoe tells me that you're very well-rounded experience-wise. What is it you're looking for? I have my hands in a lot of different industries in this town, and could probably easily find something for you. And Emily looks at Zoe, looks at Stepdad Steve. Yeah, I mean, I just, want something that looks good on a college application. I like reading. I'm sorry. I can't do this. And she
Wait,
looks at
what?
Zoe like really apologetically and is like, fuck, I'm sorry. I gotta go. Thanks for the opportunity. And she like just grabs her bag and like leaves, leaving you with stepdad Steve, who is nodding very understandingly and looks at you and says, "Oh, yeah."
I like kind of move as if to like get up and follow her, but I think I feel like
Yeah, the way that I've pictured this setting is like he pulled up a third chair at a 2-person table, so he is like, she was closest to the door. You would have to like go around him physically.
whatever the power dynamics here, I'm staying.
Cool. Yeah, and yeah.
But yeah, I kind of like sit down, and I think like a little bit of pretenses drop, and I'm like, sorry, I like thought she seemed, it was like she wanted something like really specific. It seemed like a great fit.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah. Sorry, maybe I can talk to her tomorrow.
I don't think that will be necessary.
What do you mean?
And Zoe, suddenly you feel a familiar feeling. This is maybe in the times that stepdad Steve has been present in your life. You see the edges of kind of your reality blur a little bit. And you still feel like you are in the Let's Go Cafe, but there's a potential this could be the Let's Go Cafe in a different plane of existence. There's the potential that this could be a different cafe and a different world entirely, but there's just something that kind of just blurs out very similarly to kind of, I guess, like our Zoom situation, but like a portrait mode on an iPhone or something where it's just like nothing's quite clear except very clear. You see this visage of stepdad Steve, and as he lowers his gaze to you at the term, that won't be necessary, you see the corners of his mouth kind of fall away, and the skin off of his face kind of melt. Not like actual skin melting, but just like a disappearance, almost like a pixelated kind of slow motion kind of like melt into just a plain dark like black onyx boned skeleton face with piercing like red, kind of the color of your hair, eyes, just like a very like reddish auburn color, as if he's like connected to you by these eyes, and he stares at you and he says, Zoe, there is very little patience that I have for these sort of antics. And when we made the deal we made, failure was not a part of that. Do you understand me?
I understand.
Okay. Now I'm going to say this once more. Bring me someone.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't care who it is. And I don't care how you do it. but an eye for an eye.
I am trying as hard as I can, and I really thought that Emily was going to be a good fit, like I said, and I'm also gonna perform something at the talent show, and I am hoping
Good.
maybe you can help me like get some like powers or something, so maybe I can even bring you like more than one person.
More than
I'm
one.
willing to. Well, I'll have like a full audience.
And you think that the talent that I could bestow upon you would be enough to captivate an entire audience at a talent show? This is not Broadway. This is not a Tame Impala concert.
Shit.
You are one small part of a much larger operation, darling. You need someone who is going to help you achieve the pull, the reach that you need. You may have what you want in your own little bubble, but you are nothing compared to what other people in this town are capable of. In fact, bring me one of them. Bring me the person that I have seen touch the most lives in this godforsaken dump. Bring me Kale.
Kale? It has touched the most lives? I'm like...
Kale's connected. Kale has their hands in every pond at that cesspool of a high school that you want to be so popular at.
I think you're mistaken. I think maybe you're thinking of someone like...
You
like
think
Jake
I'm
Donovan?
mistaken? Excuse me? And you see the like edges of the very edges of the reality start to like burn away as if he's lighting fire to a piece of paper. And you see the red in his eyes flare up. Excuse me. Jake Donovan? Pathetic.
You wanted someone with influence. I don't... I can try to bring you Kale. I just don't understand how Kale would be essential to the... But I can bring you Kale. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm happy.
And yet
with,
you
with
are.
our bargain. I'm
Yet
happy
you
with our
are.
bargain.
Are you? Because I can release you.
No, please don't. I'm gonna try harder. I can do better. I can do better.
Good.
I can work harder. I can.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
And Emily wouldn't have been a good fit. She doesn't have enough friends at school. And what does she like to do? Just like read books? Like, who cares about Emily? I'll bring you someone better. I'll bring you Kale. Everyone likes
this.
Kale.
Everyone likes Kale. I know. Bring me Kale. That's the deal.
Okay, I will.
All right, I think we're done here. And instantly, you snap back to the Let's Go Cafe. Stepdad Steve is smiling and nodding and saying, "Oh, yes, honey, that would be great. That would be a very good use of your talent for the talent show. I think that that's wonderful." And everyone around him only hears just a very supportive father-like figure to his teen daughter. And he looks at his watch. He says, "Oh gosh, look at that. I have to go pick up your mother at work, but you keep working on that talent, and I think you're gonna win it, honey. I think you're really gonna go far." And he ruffles your head, stands up, and
I like I'm like a little frozen, but also like
Yeah.
shirk away a little bit.
Yeah. And he leaves unless you have any response you would like to do.
No, I think I'm just like, yeah, bye, Steve. And like at the last minute, I'm like, oh yeah, say hi to Mom. See you tonight.
And as he turns to leave, you see like the familiar red flare behind his eyes as he smiles and exits the Let's Go Cafe.
He's so hot.
What a stunner. So yeah, you continue. The Let's Go Cafe bustles as if nothing was happening. It's about 4:15 now, and the like post school, like before work kind of like night rush is starting. It's a very sleepy town. It starts very early and it's getting dark. So
Yeah.
I
think I will send Kale a text pretty immediately and be like, hey, I'm thinking that instead of doing something solo for the talent show, maybe we could team up.
Team up. I love teams. What are you thinking? Also, did you see this crazy shit with Jenna?
I'll text back, like, I don't have a lot of ideas yet, but you'll always have such good ideas, so maybe we should chat sometime soon. And then be like, LOL, yeah.
All right, yeah, talk to you later. I'm really excited about this.
Great. Kale, I don't remember, did Kale have plans tonight?
No.
I don't think that Kale and I like generally like we don't have a relationship where we like hang out outside of school a lot, so it would be abnormal for me to ask this, but I'll text them and be like, maybe we could FaceTime tonight about it or meet up.
Sure, yeah. I just got done with practice. So I was gonna go home and take a shower, but we can FaceTime after.
Cool. Great. We'll chat and brainstorm, baby.
Hell yeah. Brain symbol. Thundercloud symbol.
Oh my god.
Great.
Perfect. Awesome. So let's flash forward. The night goes on. Prospective dinners have been had. And we'll get back to your brainstorm sesh. We'll go a little bit back in time. But we're going to go ahead and get to the event we've all been waiting for. 8 o'clock rolls around. Logan's not in the band. Franklin. So Franklin, Julia, and Colin are in Franklin's basement. He's drumming away. He's been there, obviously since school let out, so he's probably just been like throwing some beats around since then, has not done his homework, has smoked a relatively large amount of weed by the time that you've gotten there. And Julia just happens to walk up to the door, Colin, the same time that you do to get to Franklin's, and she says, Hey,
It's good to see you.
Fuck, I can't stop thinking about, oh my god, I'm so I'm so sorry to get you involved in all of this.
No, I'm so sorry that I just kind of sat there. What Jenna did was just uncalled for, and to post it, I'm so sorry.
I haven't talked to her all day. She hasn't even texted me about it. And then she deleted it like some coward.
Yeah,
and then Jake like came to my rescue, and that I didn't. I mean, I guess I do expect it, but I'm sorry. I don't need to go on about it, but
it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hard situation. Let's just forget about it and just kind of jam away. That's
oh, that sounds so fucking good.
Yeah, it does.
And she like jokingly like after you to
I make a big show of
Franklin's
no, after you, please.
And she will like hold out her arm to you and say together and like hook arms with you. And as she does, you kind of feel her hand come up to your hand and give you like a little squeeze as you enter the front door down into the basement of Franklin's house, where you see him stoned out of his mind, drumming away, like thrashing, like like just going to fucking town. And he looks up, red, just like bloodshot eyes, and he's like, "My fucking guys, listen, okay. Logan was over here earlier. We got high. Full disclosure. But listen." And he like plays a like riff like on repeat maybe like 4 or 5 times, and it's pretty good. Like it has a solid sound. And then he just looks at you and like to Julia and then to you, Colin. What do you think?
Nice. Nice. Good
Can
work.
we fit it, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think we got to kind of talk about, the talent show and kind of how we're gonna set up some of our sets, because it's kind of thinking of multiple different performances, perhaps.
Wait, the talent show? Are we fucking performing in the talent show? Did you sign us up for the fucking talent show?
I look at Julia, look back at Franklin. Yeah, well, if you don't want to be in the talent show, that's perfectly fine. Like, I guess.
Wait, so if I'm not in the talent show, are you and Julia just gonna do something together?
No. We are Unicorn Tuesdays. We are a band, of course. But I mean, Julia and I were thinking about doing something, and I know there's other people that being a drummer, you're a hot commodity, and like it's hard to practice multiple different songs, of course.
Fuck. I don't know what is worse. Being signed up against your will for a fucking talent show, or not being invited to play in the band that you started for a fucking talent show.
You're Franklin, I think you're just a little
Franklin
high.
me. No, I'm a lot high, my guy, okay? I can't even open my eyes, okay?
Yeah.
So, and I fucking want more now because of you. Like, it's probably your fault I smoke so much weed, because you stress me out sometimes, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but you're just... your weed smoking is impacting our band just a little bit, and I'm totally cool with you smoking. Like, it's great, and I smoke sometimes too, but just like all the time, like, really?
You have taken like 3 hits in the 1 month that you've been in this band. Take a hit right now. And he like points to the like slightly smoking joint. Hang on. Am I really high? No.
Look,
I'm just sick.
Franklin, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come in hot. I'm sure you saw, but we've kind of had a rough day today. A lot of
that shit with Jenna.
Yeah.
She
so-
fucking went off. And now it's deleted. Like, what the fuck? And Julia's like, yeah, like a fucking coward, right? Like, and she like looks at you, Colin, like a coward.
He's, I mean, truly a coward. To post it, even deleting it is not going to do anything. It's already on all the meme accounts.
And Colin or Franklin looks at Julia and is like, you okay? Like, I know you and Jake were like pretty tight, and he said that he like came to your defense, which I think is like a good dude move, honestly. And he like looks at Colin, he's like, right?
I mean, I guess, but just feels, I don't know, there's something about it just kind of feels backhanded. But it was nice, I guess, to publicly say that. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean, listen, I'm not gay. Just kidding. But if I wasn't with,
Funny.
like, no homo, but Jake, sorry, Julia, fucking smoke show. Like, fucking, like, Logan, wherever you are, you're probably listening. I love you. I said it. Don't fucking tell him. I haven't told him yet. I would bang Jake.
All right,
If
Franklin.
Jake came up
Hey,
to me.
Hey, Franklin, I'm going to take a hit of this weed here, and we're going to
Oh, fuck
topics.
yeah! Let's do it! Julia, you get in on this too. Yes, Jake.
You said that. Did they go? Are they in the garage? Did they go in through the front door?
So the front door, they went into the front door and now they're in the basement. There's no like outside entrance.
Did they
to
just
the
knock
basement.
on the front door, or did like the parent come?
They just went in.
There's a knock on the front door, and it's Jake Donovan.
You hear while you're all getting some hits out of your joint, Jake or Colin and the two NPCs that are me. You hear Franklin's mom at the door saying, "Oh, hi, hi," and you hear, "Yeah."
Hey, yeah, I'm here to practice with Franklin's band. Can I come in?
Yeah, oh, of course. Come on in. Yeah. Oh my
Wonderful.
gosh,
Thank you
you
so
said your name was
much.
Jake?
Jake Donovan, yeah, so nice
Oh,
to
hi.
meet you.
Oh, are you one of the Donovan boys?
I.
Oh,
These
just
charts.
as handsome.
Oh,
Look at
stop
you. And
it.
she like pinches your cheek.
Hey, well, I
and
can see
like,
where Franklin gets his good looks from too, and it's probably
Oh,
not his dad.
Stop it. It's not. It's not.
Oh my gosh, whatever you're cooking smells amazing, by the way.
Oh no, that's just Franklin's weed from downstairs.
Oh,
That's probably what you're smelling.
Well,
Yeah,
hey,
no,
I
he gets
really-
the good stuff.
I really
don't know where he
appreciate
gets
your
it,
progressive
but
attitude.
oh yeah, well, it's Michigan, and if I'm not gonna do it, who is?
Better keep it in the home.
Yeah,
Oh.
keep it, and then he's being safe about it. He only gets absurdly high in the house, I think, but
Now I
we haven't had the police
I
called.
completely
so.
understand Franklin's very well-behaved manner now. It makes complete sense.
Oh, you get down there. You have fun.
I'm gonna go have some
you
fun.
kids.
Thanks. Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
excited. Yeah.
And you hear the door open, Unicorn Tuesdays, and the slow footsteps presenting Jake Donovan.
When I get high, I just get paranoid. Who's that?
Hey, guys.
Oh, hey. Oh, God, is it already? What?
Yeah, you said I was supposed to come tonight, right? Right towards the end of practice. Started at 7. I thought you guys would definitely be close to being done by now.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Are
okay,
you?
Julia.
Wait.
Yeah. Colin told me to come at the end of practice so that we could practice our song for the talent show. Colin's gonna play with me.
She like looks at Colin. Colin. are you
Hey,
doing-
look,
Fuck.
I am so high.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Franklin. Well, Mrs. Franklin's mom said that
Franklin's mom.
said that you guys were having quite the fun time down here. That's
Yeah.
good. I'm sure
Hey.
you guys really need that after what happened today. Gosh, I really can't apologize enough. I know I already spoke to Julia, but hey, Colin, I mean, you were in that video too. That is never something I would have condoned. I hope you know.
Okay, yeah. You wouldn't condone it at all? It just seems crazy that Jenna would turn on Julia, a good friend, after so many
Honestly,
years like that.
I'm really concerned, and I hope that someone checks up on her because it's definitely not something someone in their right mind would do.
Yeah, okay. Hey, so here's what I was thinking, and I think this is gonna work out really well just because of our kind of natural tendencies within the musical arts. But like Franklin and Jake, I really think that you two would really do well together. Because we're a trio, and can't add a fourth, and we can't play in two bands. So I thought we could split up 2 for 2. Is that cool with everyone?
Franklin, you're a drummer, right?
You see him like wide-eyed, like staring at you, and like for a second you see his eyes like flit to your crotch and then back up.
Okay, yeah. I take note.
Yeah, and he like does the riff that he like did earlier for Colin and
you
Julia.
see like Jake like his eyes like twitching a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a bucking drummer, man.
Fantastic. No, not to offend Franklin in any way, because I can see he's clearly been put on the spot as well. But my song kind of needs a melodic accompaniment, which is kind of why I asked you, Colin, and you agreed, and I signed us up on the sheet. Are you going back on what you said?
Jake, I'm sorry if I told you that we were going to play together, but
if you told me.
I didn't mean to insinuate that we were definitely. I thought it was maybe an option.
In the middle of all of this, while this is happening, Kale, you get a text from Julia that says, can you teach me to read auras? Because there's some bad auras here tonight.
Yes. Oh my God, where are you?
Julia, for a second, while this is all happening, still like kind of looks around and then texts, I'm at Franklin's place. Come over now.
On my way.
So in about 10 minutes.
We had a FaceTime date?
Well, this would presumably be after the FaceTime, because we fast forward in time. Yeah, so you would have. We're gonna get back to the FaceTime. We're gonna do a little. But this has been a brewing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not naive. All right, I can see the writing on the wall. I'd appreciate it if people were upfront with me, but hey, maybe that's something I just don't deserve. Obviously, something is going on between you and Julia here.
Jake, no.
Well,
no.
I mean, listen, I would like to speak my piece if possible.
What?
I'll be real quick. It's just I asked you if we could have a conversation, and you said yes, and then I find out you ditched me to be with Colin, and that's one thing. That's okay. You then tell me you don't want to have the conversation. I'm willing to take a step back. Totally tell you that that's fine. Colin earlier today acts all excited for the chance to, sing with me or play with me, and I was super excited because Colin and I we kind of connected. We were like, man, why haven't we been friends before? And that really felt super cool. And then I saw you with Julia, which was totally fine. How could you have known that she was trying to hang out with me? You definitely wouldn't have known that and then told her not to hang out with me, because that would be incredibly rude and bad dude behavior.
Oh, Jake.
But I digress. I then come here and I find out that Colin is yet again kind of throwing me under the bus, putting me on the spot. It's a little embarrassing. I wish maybe I could have just had my friends be honest with me.
All right, Jake. I will tell you. I'll just be honest with you right now, straight to the point. I don't like the way you treated Julia. Not today, not before. I don't know if you had anything to do with this Jenna business, but it's really fishy, and I don't want to play with you. And frankly, I don't really want to be around you.
Franklin, you hear in the back, just goes, "Oh, fuck."
Well, I don't necessarily know why you lured me here to do this in front of everybody else. And
Lured?
I look at Julia and Franklin. Apparently this is the kind of person that you think deserves your time over me. And Colin, all I can say is, well played. I suppose you got what you wanted. You humiliated me, and you came out on top. Good job, dude. And I'm going to try to attempt to shut him down by saying this.
Shut Colin down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
So roll with cold, Zach.
Alright, I'm gonna roll with my sinister die.
Ooh.
That is a 4 and a 6 on the die, which is a 10.
Okay.
With
You
my
have-
what?
With cold?
I have a +1.
Okay.
Oh, a +1, so that's 11.
So 11, yeah. So you shut the fuck down.
Yeah, and with my ability Cold as Ice, if I roll a 7 or higher, I choose an extra option from the list.
Okay. So yeah, choose 2 of those options.
I'm
then.
going to choose that I gain a forward.
Okay.
And what's how do I give him a condition?
So the condition is it's something that can be like added to them. So like it's not really anything that gives them any sort of benefit, but like if you're trying to shut him down and you're trying to like embarrass him or like shame him,
yeah, could I give
you
him
can
the
give
condition
him
of, like flustered or something like that?
it like flustered or like emasculated.
Yeah.
And so then if anybody in the game uses that to their advantage or like against him, they get a
Backstabber.
benefit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like backstabber or like sloppy seconds or like something
yeah,
that's
just
like something
painting
that
him
yeah.
I mean, this is too long of a thing, but yeah, like I'm trying to paint him in a pretty bad light.
You're trying to ruin his reputation.
Yeah.
So like I would say Colin has a pretty like let's just say he has the condition of like tainted image.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I
Um,
gain a forward and I paint your image.
Cool. So then any person who, and this is just for all players involved, any person who if they're making a move against Colin uses in their roleplay the idea of his tainted image, which I guess really could only be Jake, Julia, and Franklin right now. But if word gets out and you get that, if you use it to your advantage, you get an +1 to your roll.
Okay, cool. And then I'll just say, Franklin, I'm sorry to have stopped your good time for this fiasco, and Julia,
She's like tearing up again. Like you see her just like cry, like starting to like cry, but this is like a different cry. This isn't a like defeated cry. She's pissed.
Yeah.
And she looks at you and she says, Jake, you want honesty? You make me feel like a really bad person. And I know that I am not a bad person.
What did I do, Julia?
You just are constantly going on and on about the things that you think and that you know to be true, and that you're just so holier than thou, and you are just constantly like, I don't know, just something in the way that you talk makes me feel like, for not thinking the way that you do, makes me less of a person.
Julia, I never meant to imply that in the fact that
Just now, what you're doing. I never meant to do that. Just listen to me. I'm telling you my feelings. And right now, I just want you to get the fuck out.
I get up in kind of Jake's face and I say, I didn't lure you here. You keep wanting to be a part of her life, even though she does not want to be. Stay out of our lives. And I am going to use my ability, mess with me, mess with him. When using your lover's name as a threat, add 2 to your roll to shut someone down or keep your cool. So I'm going to keep my cool.
Good. I was gonna say, I would say keep your cool because since you have the condition of like tainted image, then yeah.
Okay, so I got a +2 to this, but my cold is -1, so I really got a plus 1 to this. And then I'll roll in the chat 2d6. Oh, I got it. I failed.
Oh no, what'd you get?
I got a 6 total.
Oh, a 6 total. Okay, so take the experience point. And Jake.
Also, Julia gains a string on me.
Cool. She's got 4 strings on you, and she will be definitely using one sometime.
All I know is that I've done nothing but try to be the good guy. And maybe because I talk in a polite, calm way that your childish fucking antics can't understand, that makes you think that I'm holier than thou. Well, let me trust you, or let me tell you one thing, and you can trust me on this. I am holy in exactly 0 ways. So if this is the reputation that you want, and if this is the war that you think you can expect, then I promise you, you have gotten it. Because this is not over. No one talks to me that way. Not when I've tried to do nothing but be completely... Colin, I look you right in the eyes.
Yeah, I'm slightly trembling.
I lean forward and I say, you know what you're doing is wrong. And you should beg forgiveness. And I'm going to hypnotize him.
Jesus.
Oh
Just as... Yes.
You can hypnotize people who have no strings on you.
You don't have any strings on him, right,
No.
Colin?
No.
Okay.
Roll with hot.
Dang,
And I have
hot too.
I have a forward on this. I have a +2 and a forward. Okay, that's 3 and 3. That's 6. +2 is 8. With my forward is 1. And then I am going to use my string on Colin to bring that back up to 10.
Okay.
Losing my string on Colin.
Yeah.
And on a 10 and up, they do exactly what I wish and have no idea that anything is wrong. And what I wish is for you to beg for my forgiveness.
I take a deep breath. I'm so high. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get involved. I'm new here and I'm out of my depth. I'm out of my depth.
Hey, Colin, I'm sorry. It's just her way of doing this. And I look at I really thought maybe I could save you from it, but so congratulations. And I turn to walk away, and I text Kale and Zoe in a group chat, and I say, hey, sorry to reach out so late. Just kind of got humiliated in front of who I thought were friends. Do any of you know someone who plays music? And that's it. I leave.
And that's amazing because almost around that same time that this is coming to an end, plot twist, you hear a knock on the door, and Franklin's mom says, "Oh goodness, okay, hello." And she opens the door, and we see Kale at the front door. And that is where we're going to go ahead and take a little halfway break.
Hey guys! Oh, weird energy.
These auras are off, Julia.
Oh my god. I genuinely feel sick to my stomach.
It's so,
You're killing it.
Honestly, this is Monsterhearts. Thank you so much. We're going to take a quick halfway break, grab some water, take a deep breath, cleanse your auras, and we will be right back. I can't with the comedy.
We always make it seem like
Oh, no.
our behind the scenes.
Sophie's on a loop.
Oh no!
Sophie, no! Sophie's not frozen. It's a new Zoom glitch.
This shit never gets to one.
Why did
God,
that
Groundhog
no
Day.
joke genuinely spook me for a second?
Oh no! Because it's Monsterhearts and anything
Yeah,
can
I
happen.
know.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlethems. We are getting right back into it with a little time play,
Lord
I guess.
begin.
Okay, we have to sing it badly so they don't know what we're doing. And we are going to skedoodle on back to Kale's after shower FaceTime with Zoe. So this is the first time I've done a FaceTime on Monsterhearts. So I hear boop, boop, boop. Oh no, that's Skype. What is that? Is that Skype?
That's Sky.
What's the Apple? What's the
It's just
FaceTime
like
and Zoe, you see a very standard picture of Kale highlighted by them doing whatever they're doing into the thing.
Drying my hair. Hey!
Oh,
So what's this idea? What do we got?
yeah. Hey, Kale, thanks for chatting. So the more I was thinking about it, the more I was like, you know what? I think I jumped a little too hard into like the kind of competitive aspect of the talent show. I really wanted to have something that was gonna like wow everyone. But the more that I think about it, the more I'm like, isn't it just about kind of like friendship and teamwork? And I thought it'd be cool to
Exactly.
like spend a little more time with you, and you always have such creative ideas that I thought you know, you seemed willing to help me like find a talent originally, and you just seemed like the perfect person to pair up with to kind of, I don't know, do a performance with.
That's very sweet. But yeah, of course. No, I'd love to like help figure out what you want to do, what we want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a talent show. It's a showcase of us, and it is about friendship. It's about teamwork. Is there a prize? I mean, like, how do you even win at a talent show?
Julia did seem a little unclear about that. Jake said that you would get to go to prom in his family limousine. But I couldn't really nail down like who the judges were.
Stupidest fucking talent.
I want status.
Sound like
Status.
you made it sound like it was like the best idea that Julia's ever had, and you're like, "This is gonna be so good." Like,
And really, it was the
let's
best that
and-
Zach
and
could
I-
think of on
I
the spot.
Yeah, I haven't been able to really get clarity on like who the judges might be, but I think that's maybe like not the point. And that's okay. We maybe don't need to like be focused on winning. I'm willing to lay that aside for now. But I'm curious, like, I don't know, Kale, like you like kind of float around school and like aren't tied down to like a specific group in any way. Has no one else asked you to like perform at the talent show together? Like, do you not have like other people who you would do that with?
I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, nobody asked me, but like, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not like worried about it.
Yeah, no. I just was wondering, like, who are your like closest friends at school that like? I just didn't know if you would naturally be. I'm kind of like a loner, so.
Or, I mean, well, like Logan, obviously, and I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't even really know how this happened, but like, Stephanie, I kissed today.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's congrats. That's exciting.
It was, yeah, it came out of nowhere. It was a lot of fun. I don't know what this means. I should text them later.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been sitting on their phone in their bed since school let out, like trying to read a book and just like kept looking at their phone. There's like a scene flash of that and then back to.
Yeah. I didn't even crush on Stephanie.
I mean, I don't know that I did, but like, it felt like the vibe was right, and it seems like they've had a crush on me for a little while. So I don't know. I feel like it just happened.
Are you gonna like follow up with Stephanie?
I mean, I guess so. I think I gotta.
Do you want to? Do you want to kiss Stephanie again?
Yeah. I want to kiss Stephanie again. I don't know what I don't know what they're looking for, and I don't know what I want. I do want to kiss them again, though.
Well, maybe that's enough for now.
Yeah. Anyway, back to us.
Yes.
Back to our plan. Like hypnosis at first.
Yeah, that was I've received some different feedback that maybe that's not the way to go. I just don't, I thought it would be like a fun little party trick if we could like make it work, but I don't need to go like that big, I guess. I don't
know, like you could maybe like we could like do something like some like a movement piece, like some interpretive dance, or like you hypnotize me on stage, and then like that becomes some sort of like flow state. I don't know.
Ooh, have you ever been hypnotized?
I don't think so.
You don't. I guess maybe you wouldn't know if you were Don't people usually opt into being hypnotized?
Yeah, I think like you have to want it is what it usually means. But like, I mean, like, yeah, would you? What if you wanted to not remember?
I don't know, but I don't want to like erase your memory on stage. I just think maybe I can watch some YouTube videos and see if I can practice some hypnosis and see if I can do it. We can practice together, see if I can hypnotize you. And even if not, maybe we could almost make like our own little skit as if I am hypnotizing you and make everyone think that that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I like to act, and I like hope. I mean, like, ideally, I'm not pretending, but like, I don't know. I'd do it for you. Like, I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be cool.
I would do it for you.
I can't engage with that.
A very culturally relevant reference.
You've made this some very evergreen content.
Yeah. I think that okay. I want to use, so what I'm thinking about is I want to use uncanny voices,
Okay.
which means exchanging giving a string to stepdad Steve
Yeah.
in order to learn a secret about Kale.
Okay.
A secret fear, secret desire, or secret strength. They choose which. But essentially, I'm kind of like, you know, again, this is not like, I don't think normally mine and Kale's relationship, we're not like close.
Yeah.
And so I'm like getting to know them, like, yeah, well, what are you interested in doing? Like,
Yeah.
and kind of like trying to feel out how they want to be perceived by like talking about what we would like perform together.
Okay. So you want to give him a string on you in order to get that information.
Get a secret.
A secret. Okay. Yeah, so what this kind of looks like is as you're on the FaceTime with Kale and y'all are talking and Kale's excitedly expressing all of these different ideas that could possibly happen. The visage of stepdad Steve just right next to you, almost in like profile, is like in your ear, and Kale can't see this. This is just almost as if it's a hallucination of yours, but it physically you could reach out and like feel him next to you, and you just hear, "All right, I'll do this for you." And the edges of your sight kind of go black and then back to Kale. And Kale, you now, I'm going to say, because it doesn't say that, it says you choose. It says they choose which, but is that you, Jen, or is that the person that you're trying?
I think that's stepdad.
I think it's you, Kale. The owner of that character will reveal one of their secret fears, secret desires, or secret strengths. They choose which.
Yeah, so technically, Jen, you can't pick, but Kale, know that Zoe hopes for a secret, and you can decide what you want to do with that.
Yeah, I mean, what makes sense to my brain, I guess, in the conversation is a secret strength, as we're talking about, like, what we want, how we want to perform, like what we want to do. But I think it could go, I mean, we're talking about Stephanie, we're talking about desires, we're talking about like it could be in any way.
So naturally, in the flow of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to kind of continue conversation and see what comes out.
Yeah. So know that is played out, Kale, for you. You're feeling particularly givey today.
Yeah. Talking about that, we can say around the stuff, like, Kale longs to be desired, but does not want to be contained by anybody. Wants to fly free, and so like wants to be wanted and would be hurt if nobody wanted them, and is afraid of being alone, and also is paradoxically afraid of being like owned and confined.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
If that satisfies.
Yeah, I think that's good. Cool. Okay, well, I think that, so if this comes up in the conversation with Stephanie, like, I would probably, just be asking you, like, I'd be like, I mean, Kale, I think like it makes sense. Like we're in high school, like you're allowed to like have a little like flirt with Stephanie and like not have to commit to anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Does that make me a bad person?
No, I don't think that makes you a bad person. I think that you know, you don't want Stephanie's feelings to get hurt, and who knows what she's thinking. It seems like Stephanie's liked you for a long time.
Yeah.
And so
It's
it might be like
I need
more
to talk-
serious
yeah.
for Stephanie.
Well, I need to talk to them, I think.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea, but yeah, just like check in and
Yeah. Hey, I know like we just started like kind of like talking and like I'm really excited to like hang out with you more, but like you just seem like really cool and really smart.
oh, thanks. Thank you. Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
I think Zoe's like not used to like being paid attention to at all. I'm like, oh, thanks. Yeah. Wait, what did you mean earlier when you said like you would do this like talent show thing like for me? Like you don't really know me that well.
No, but I mean like I don't know. Like I was gonna do aura readings. Like, is that gonna win any prizes at a talent show? Like that's fun and it's like something I want to do. And I don't know. Like I think like the idea. Like I was already gonna try and help you figure out like what you wanted to do for you.
Yeah,
So,
which is really nice.
I don't know. I think maybe I'm just that's what I'm about.
Well, Kel, I think that's like really sweet of you, and like I'm just excited to get to like spend more time with you this week.
Me too.
I think we should like hang out and practice hypnosis, and maybe we can write up like a little script, a little outline for our performance.
That sounds like a really great place to start.
I think we're gonna like really shock people if they think it's real. I think it's gonna be really fun.
I think it's that sounds super fun and like I don't know, the right kind of like weird. I mean that in the best way, right? But,
Yeah, like no one's gonna expect hypnosis. Nobody like actually does that in real life.
yeah. That's like not even like I don't know. But is it real though? I don't know.
I don't know. You see it like movies, people go to get hypnotized to like, I don't know, forget something. I don't know why they do it. We're gonna watch YouTube videos. We're gonna learn.
Okay, but you have to like promise to like bring me back if you do actually hypnotize me.
Like bring back your memory
Yeah.
or take you out of the hypnotic state.
I mean, yeah, both.
I mean, like, I don't even know if it's gonna like work to actually do it to you.
Okay, but
I
like
think
if it does work, you have to promise that you're not gonna, I don't know, like do anything weird to me.
I don't think I would even know how to do anything. I don't know how to do anything weird. Do you? Yeah, why would I want to do anything weird to you?
You hear in your ear, Zoe, you just hear, excellent, excellent. Trap them.
Okay. You don't have to promise. I guess I don't know.
Don't make it so serious. Like, come on. I'm gonna like watch some videos and we're gonna find out that it's like fake. And then we're just gonna put on like a little skit.
All right, yeah, I mean, I trust you.
I trust you too, Kale.
Okay. Hold on. I just got a text from Julia, so I got it real quick.
Ugh, she's
Like-
the center of drama these days.
Yeah, I mean, she's going through a lot.
I
Jake's-
guess.
I can't pick a side here. Oh my god. There's like something going on at Franklin's though.
What'd she
you know what?
say?
Like just the vibes are weird, the energy's off. She asked me to help like read people's auras.
Ooh, need Kale in there to take control of the situation, huh? Maybe we can go for like research.
Yeah. Do you smoke weed? I know that like Logan usually has like really good weed that he gives Franklin.
Yeah, I smoke weed.
Cool. Do you want to like? I don't know. I'm sure it'd be cool. Do you want to meet me there?
Oh, yeah, if like Franklin wouldn't mind, that'd be
No,
cool.
right? Franklin
Hey,
definitely.
Franklin
He's probably
would.
stoned off his ass right now.
I don't really know Franklin that well, but I guess it's
No,
kind
but
of like
Julia's there.
becoming
Julia
friends-
already wanted to hang out with you more, so let's. Yeah, if you just want
I'm
to meet me
becoming
there.
friends with you and Logan, so like, why not Franklin by proxy? Like, let's go.
Okay, I got
Party on a Monday night. I'm always doing that.
Yes. Yes.
I'm like still in my towel, so I gotta get dressed. All right, I'll see you there.
I wanted Kale, get dressed. Okay, see you soon.
So you hang up off of and easily enough that could have taken the entire like 3-ish hours from 5 p.m. to like
We're
8.
gabbing.
You're gabbing. Well, and like if you all started looking at videos of like hypnos and you were like talking about Stephanie, like that could, it's one of those things where you look up off the video chat and you're like, it's been 3 hours. What?
Yeah.
So the text from Julia definitely pulled you out of it. And you make your way, Kale and Zoe, to Franklin's house, where
I assume like we've just received a text also from Jake saying anybody have any music leads.
Yeah.
And also,
But, like,
I mean,
as you're-
very conveniently for me, I had also just said I got humiliated by people I thought were my friends, and you're about to show up at the location where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, I don't think I have Jake's number. And so
No, you
I'm
don't.
like, Hale, if we're
Who
getting
are we
this
in
as
this
we're
group
like
message with?
arriving, I'd be
Yeah.
like, who is this?
Oh, that's Jake. Man, I have no idea what just happened.
Do you think you would have put 2 and 2 together? That
I don't think we know that he's there.
cool. Because once Franklin's mom opens the door and it says, "Oh, hi, yeah, friends of Franklin's, come on in." And she lets you and Zoe in, Kale. And as you are coming in, you see Jake coming from upstairs in coming from downstairs in the basement to the upstairs, running right directly into you.
Jake is actually legit thrown off for a second. Oh, hey.
Whoa, hey, buddy.
Oh, that's
I'm-
grade A friendship right there. You guys are fast.
Yeah.
I'm like still like I
Yeah.
don't know why this guy has my number.
I'm
You just got
skeptical.
your text.
Yeah. Wow. This is a little embarrassing. Well,
Well,
don't know,
what
maybe we should-
happened?
well, I was coming over here because Colin and I signed up. You probably saw on the sign-in sheet. You know, Colin signed up to do a song together, and when I came over, he was here, and Julia was here, which is totally fine. But I thought the rehearsal was supposed to be over. But anyway, she kind of convinced Colin, I guess, too. But they just kind of, I don't know, ambushed me. Colin was like, "Hey, no, I don't really like you, and I don't like the way you treated Julia, and you should get out of this place, and I don't want to play a song for you." And then Julia was like, "I don't like the way you think, you act like you're doing good things, but I know that it's not really what you want to do, or I don't know, something like that. And it's like, honestly, guys, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, that video got posted, I immediately publicly condemned it, said that it should go down. I've tried to be nothing but nice to Julia, and it's just, and even if I'm nice, it's perceived that it's with the wrong intentions, and... Sorry, that was a lot.
Yeah, hey, no, that sounds like a lot. I have to roll to hold steady.
Keep your cool. Keep your cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you afraid of?
Because I feel stuck in between Jake and Julia right now.
So the fear of having to choose a side.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm really trying to navigate not disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Heard.
Okay. Keep your cool is
Cold.
cold. -1. I'm not. I guess I'm not. Would I be able to use my strings on Jake to influence this roll?
Yeah. So if you want to pull a string, you can add 1 to your roll against them as an addition.
Sure. Because I've got 4 of them.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Just from the backstories. So
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to use multiple?
maybe, because what is a success? Does a 7?
Success is a 8 or a 10 and up.
10?
And 7 to 9 is you'll learn like what it costs, and then you can choose whether to
Yeah.
like what to do.
Yeah. I will use, because I got a 7 total, so I'll use 3 of my 4.
3 of your 4. Woof. So you are really coming for Jake's
Tugging
friendship.
those strings.
And you got a, what was your original roll?
It was a 7, so plus 3 is a 10.
Okay. So we're getting to that 10.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was going to say you could use them on other things too if you wanted, on other situations, but if you want to use all 3 of them to get to that 10 and then save that 1. Okay, cool. So as Jake is telling you his side of the story of how it went down with Colin and Julia, and just kind of the very shocking things that, like, you don't know Colin or Julia very well. You've recently shared excitement with Julia over this talent show, but Colin has only been in your life and in the school for like what, a semester?
Mm-hmm.
And so you know nothing about him. He's a stranger. And Jake, this person that you have known for like almost your entire life, like his family is a cornerstone of this community. Like you have been in, leagues with his brothers, in like shows with his sisters. Like there have been connections made. And so as he's telling you all of this stuff and pleading with you, what is one question that you want to gain from this situation? Like, what do you want an answer to in terms of your like side choosing fear?
And my side choosing fear is it's not necessarily like whose side to pick, but it's what does Jake need in this moment
There was something I was about to say that definitely like helps in this scenario.
Yeah.
Do you want to answer it then, Jake? I'm okay with me not answering it and you answering it.
Sure. Yeah, totally. I was just gonna finish. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, and then I was just gonna say, as an additional part of that, once you get this answer, Kale, you also get to take one forward
nice.
when you act on it. So go ahead. Yeah, Jake.
So he was just gonna finish that off by saying, because he doesn't want them to. He wants this situation.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to actually leave. He was hoping that Julia or Colin would come running up after him. So he says, I mean, to be completely honest, now that both of you are here, and I don't feel so outnumbered, maybe you'd be willing, Kale, I know you're just such an honest person, and, you know, Zoe, I know that it probably feels crazy for you to be wrapped up in this situation, but, I don't know, if you guys could just, like, help us all, just, like, maybe we should just all, like, sit down and talk about it. Like, I want us to have a great time on Friday, and I don't know, I don't want to be a part of all this drama, this is crazy, and, like, maybe we can just all, like, sit down and talk about it.
For me, I feel like you still need to finish this moment, but for me, I think that I am like, I am not on Jake's radar at all, or that I think of. And I think my goal is to keep kind of like a low profile because his family is actually important and influential.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want him to have a reason to like look into me at all.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to kind of like play it cool, but not, I do not want to be on his bad side. So I am kind of like, I don't know Julia that well. I don't know these other people that well. I'm going to be like kind of lightly supportive and like, that really sucks. Like, yeah, I mean, you always seem nice to me. I don't know you that well, but like, you've been handed like a really bad hand.
Really appreciate that.
Like sympathy adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyway.
You really don't have to say that, Zoe. I appreciate that. And just, you know, I'm not asking you to, because I know you're new and you're feeling out this situation completely from a third perspective, but, you know, I just thank you. I appreciate it. You say, Kale?
I mean,
You're friends with both me and Julia, and I don't want to see either of us lose you.
I mean, yeah, if you can promise me that like that this won't get in the way of like our friendship and our like commitment to track, then yeah.
Hey,
we gotta beat West Central.
I promise, Kale.
I was like,
Promise.
You get 1 point of XP.
All right, I turn around and I start to like head down.
Head down to the basement.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't like where this is going.
yeah, this is
slow
drama.
walk down the stairs that Kale takes of just like a.
So
Hey, guys.
basically, just to make sure that I have it,
Oh,
your
Colin's fine.
ask is that they publicly like say that they're on your side.
No. I think he implied that,
Yeah.
or he like kind of alluded to it. But
that's your
he's smarter.
goal.
Yeah, that's my goal. But he's smart
Yeah.
enough to not flat out ask for it, because flat out asking for it looks bad, and he's not trying to look bad. He's
No,
trying
flatting
to,
out ask for it. Is
Yeah,
bad.
flatting out ask for it. He's trying
Looks
to
good.
he's trying to do the classic manipulator thing of making them think it's their idea.
Okay, and so you're taking them downstairs to try to
Just help us all
facilitate that.
facilitate this. They're friends on both sides.
Oh my God. Okay. Before, so like while all the conversation between y'all is happening, we're gonna cut to Julia, Franklin, and Colin just to give them some airtime, because you know the people want what the people
Yeah,
want.
of course.
They want a Phoebe Bridgers teen lookalike.
I'm very interested to see what happens after he walks out.
So Julia looks to Colin.
Oh.
and then
I'm
looks
sorry.
at Franklin, who is like dozing off at this point. Like
Damn
he
it,
is so
Franklin.
high.
Yes.
He's so high, his eyes are so closed. He can't even. And Julia looks at you, Colin, and says, I don't know what to say.
I am sorry.
And then as soon as you say you're sorry, Colin, you immediately see her soften, and she like comes running to you, and she's like, no, this is what he does. This is it. This is the thing. Like, I watched it from the outside for the first time in like a year, and you were fine. You were holding your own, and then you just crumpled because he said like a polite thing.
But this is the second time that I should have been more assertive. I should have.
No, stop. No. And she like takes your hands, and she's like, he's a bad dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's a bad dude.
I'm glad
He makes you feel gross, right? Do you feel gross right now?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I guess he was kind of right, like in some ways. I don't know what to think anymore.
Oh, and she like kind of pulls you in and like hugs you.
Yeah, I hug so tightly.
Yeah. Oh god, and she feels it. And there's like kind of like a moment where she like goes to pull away, but then do you let her?
I loosen a little bit, but make sure
Yeah.
she knows that I want to continue to hug.
Yeah, so she like kind of like pulls back a little bit too, and it's that thing of like where you're both like you're still embracing, but like you're like face to face. And she's like, this isn't your fault, Colin.
I thank you. I just feel so assured, and I feel good when I'm around you, so this feels nice. It's been a tough day for both of us, obviously for you, but
Yeah. And you see her like kind of grin.
I look over at Franklin. What's Franklin doing right now?
He has like slumped forward a little and is like on like putting like a drumstick on his head and then like trying to balance it on the metal part of the drum and like do you know what I mean?
Okay,
like
yeah.
he's trying to like balance himself on it.
Okay, because he's not looking, and I am a vulnerable teenager in a vulnerable
Yeah.
situation.
And you have the condition, what is it? Tainted image, and she is technically the condition goes away when the character suffering takes an appropriate action to alleviate it.
What do I do? I like kind of pull away from the hug a little bit, but just like look her straight in the eye and say, I like you so much. And I lean in to kiss her.
Yeah, roll to turn her on.
Okay, please.
'Cause in this game, you can't just kiss someone.
Yeah.
They kiss, and then you hear da, 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 knocking on the door as Jake rips it out. Just kidding.
I got a 9 total.
Ooh, okay. So they can either give you a string or choose one of the reactions. So she is going to how many strings do you have on her? Do you have any?
I have 2 on her. She has 4 on me.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I'm going to use a string to make this a 10.
Ayo.
Okay, yeah.
This feels like I should.
So then you'll get a string on Julia.
Basically, just get that string back.
Nice.
Yeah, so you get a string on Julia, and you, as she's still smiling when you say, I like you so much, you feel the smile press against your lips, and the two of you share a very soft, very warm, very heightened for the sake of what has happened to both of you and the kind of emotional level that you're at. and you feel her hands kind of grip against your back and kind of pull you in a little closer. And as soon as that happens, the kiss is interrupted by the falling of the God, I wish I could come up with words faster. Drumstick on the drum, and it just goes and it kind of breaks the two of you apart, and you laugh. Franklin's still like laughing and a little bit dazed and kind of like falling asleep.
I kind of chuckle at Franklin, then look at Julia, and I mouth to her, "I give myself to you."
Her face immediately goes red, and she like giggles and like falls into your neck and like laughs, and you like feel the warmth of her like cheek on you. And she is going to spend a string on you, Colin.
Ooh.
And she is going to use her her proximity to your ear to whisper, I think we should fuck Jacob. And she's going to use your string to
That's
tempt
not what I
you.
thought. Where I thought that sentence was going.
I know.
We're gonna fuck Jacob.
No, I thought it was just gonna end at the word fuck.
Oh no, we're gonna fuck Jacob. And she is that's her tempting you to do what she wants. So she's gonna be using a string to do that for you.
Honestly, thank you, Julia. You're falling right into my plan.
So so she says that to you. Do you have a reaction?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And she kisses you again. Kind of like runs her fingers through your hair. And go ahead.
I kind of look over briefly at Franklin and I say, "Hey, I am so sorry for putting you in like a weird situation. I should have let you know. I that was my fault."
Ah, man. Y'all are in love.
Yeah.
I think I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
And he like throws the drumsticks down and walks upstairs. And so I'm gonna say, just for the sake of getting Franklin out of there, y'all see Franklin head up the stairs and like give you a peace sign as you all Kale, Jake, and Zoe walk downstairs, and you see a very giggly, very like definitely not what you were expecting, Jake, after the display that you left. But Julia and Colin are looking very smug.
No, but I love it. Jake's can't help but smirk to himself.
Yeah, and Julia sees you all coming down the stairs, and immediately her face turns. She's like, "Jake, oh my god, just fucking leave." And then she sees Kale and Zoe following behind you. Oh, fuck.
I was just letting you know that.
And she looks to you, Colin.
Jake, not now, right? Not now. Please.
Oh, now, Jake.
Listen, I don't know what I did to make you guys be so incredibly rude to me, but alright, fine. I guess he kind of looks over to Zoe and Kale like expectantly.
I don't know that Colin and I know each other. I just look.
You
I don't know Julia
sit
that well.
in front of each other, or like you sit by each other, and yeah.
But we don't like. I don't think we like have a like really relationship. I'm just gonna be like, I'm Zoe. Hi.
Hey, Zoe, Kale.
Hey, Zoe. Hi,
I
Kale.
feel like we walked into something.
Yeah, you know what? You guys all have a good night. I'll just go fuck myself. And Jake starts to walk away.
Hey, I'll text you, buddy. I'm sorry.
He looks back. Before I leave, I just want to ask, one thing. Colin, did you tell me in homeroom that you would do a song with me? Yes or no? And be a man about it, will you?
Yes, but
Thank you.
that was before I knew.
Julia, did you say that you would meet me for your lunch?
Yes, Jake. Yes, we're
Did
terrible people.
Both of you lie to me and leave me out in the dust? Yes or no?
I offered to.
And
do
lastly,
it.
can you name one thing that I did that was mean or rude to you? One thing before I leave so that I can know I'm truly in the wrong. Please, that's all I ask so that I can try to better myself. If this is really my fault, please point to what I did wrong.
You
You didn't text me for 24 hours.
I look over at
And
Kale.
then you broke up with me.
I look over at Kale and Zoe. I just shrug. And then I look back over at Julia and I say, I was waiting for our conversation to tell you this, but my father died. And I was dealing with that. And for you to understand where I was coming from, I was drunk the night that I texted you, and I just wanted to say all of that, but we're keeping it on the down low right now. But
I'm sorry, Jake. That's awful.
Julia looks at you, Colin, and like a very worried expression. And then looks to you, Jake, and is like,
I was gonna tell you about it, but you know what? You're right. What I said to you was horrible. I just wanted to explain. Sorry. And he walks away.
You're a manipulator.
He just keeps walking. Lets that ring out by itself. It was horribly done.
Oh.
Kale falls for this shit and runs after Jake.
oh no.
Yeah, and I think that Zoe is here because of Kale.
Oh,
So she follows Kale. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like, this is not what I thought. I thought I was gonna come to like a party. Weird.
If you followed Kale at all, Kale would be like, dude, I'm so fucking sorry. I did not mean to drag you into any of this.
I don't know what's going on. Like,
I don't know what's.
I mean, that's awful that Jake's dad died, but like, there seems to be I wish they would just like have a conversation. This seems like a lot of drama that's just like continuing onward. I'm gonna.
Before they catch up to me, I text my dad, and I say, I'm gonna need radio silence from you for the rest of the week. You can't go to work. You can't go into town.
Yeah.
But I promise you, I didn't mess up. It's all gonna be a part of the plan. Everybody can still have dinner this weekend.
I'm gonna like catch up to Jake and be like, Jake, look, I know that.
Oh my
we're
God,
not,
Zoe,
like-
I'm mortified. I can't believe that this happened.
No,
I'm
it's
so
fine.
sorry.
I mean, you are probably in a really fragile mental state. It's totally okay. Yeah, sounds like just like the worst weekend of your life.
It wasn't a great weekend.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's okay. It's fine. I'm sorry. You were probably coming, Kale. I'm sorry. I thought genuinely once they saw your faces and they saw that I was coming at this, like, a want to figure things out, that it would be okay, but shit is not like the movies, and I should have realized that, and I don't know. The fact that I dragged the two of you into this, I hope you can forgive me.
Hey, you asked me how my family was, and I didn't even think to ask you earlier. I'm so fucking sorry.
No, Kale, that's not your fault. Everybody, everyone thinks that they know the Donovans because, we're this, like, thing, and we're just kind of like an entity at some point. And you know what? No one ever thinks about the fact that I'm the bottom of that pyramid. I mean, that's a lot of pressure on my shoulders, and oh gosh, I can't believe I'm unloading all of this on you. I gotta go. And he starts to turn and walk away again.
No, Jake, I understand. My dad actually died when I was really young. And it's like cool, like my mom remarried and I have like a really cool relationship with my stepdad. So like, it's nice to have a father figure, but I understand like what that feels like. And like your dad was like a pillar of the community. Like, I mean, I've like heard about like all of his philanthropic. What I'm saying? Like that's just like, I mean, I know it's gotta be like such a personal loss, but also like, the loss of like a large community too, that it's hard to even keep it to yourself. And Zoe is saying all of this, like, Zoe has been faking people out about her dad for a long time. So I think that there's a little bit of like trying to feel out what is actually going on with Jake here, because Jake holds a lot of power in a room. And I also like would keep tabs on the Donovan family, because like that,
for sure,
I'm like trying to keep abreast of them. And I've heard obviously nothing about this person's death. So I want to use Uncanny Voices again.
Yes, I was gonna.
I also like, once that is resolved, I also feel like Jake needs to roll to keep his cool.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My desire is to kind of find out, like, are you telling the truth? Like, what is the truth about, like, what is the thing behind the thing that you're saying about your dad, kind of thing. You get to decide what you tell me, but
and it's strength, secret, or desire, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you're trying to figure out like what's going on for real with my dad.
Yeah. I think I see you, like, I'm kind of like, I have used my dad for leverage before socially, and I'm kind of like, is that something you're doing here?
Yeah, I think, just for the fun of it, I think that I actually kind of love this. I think that Zoe sees a very similar thing happening in Jake. To like, there's a tinge about it to where, probably very similar to Zoe, there is real pain there that he is drawing on, in order to make this a very realistic thing. Where that pain comes from is maybe not an actual lost parental figure, but there is real pain there, but you do feel like there is a string being pulled in a similar way that what, you have done.
Okay.
So then with that string, and because of the like layout of uncanny voices, that's the circumstance. What's the one secret fear, secret desire, or secret strength that is like affiliated with
Revealed.
that string? Yeah, that's
fear,
revealed.
fear, desire,
or fear,
strength.
desire, or strength. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be fear, and it's fear that someone finds out what's really going on with my family.
Okay.
Because I feel like Zoe can also has a version of that fear within herself. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Oh,
she
yeah.
notices that in Jake in this moment of like,
Yes.
oh, there's something
Yeah.
else going on here.
So then, with that being the named fear, then Zach, roll
Yeah.
to keep your cool.
Yeah, and so now I feel like he needs to keep his cool. But the original reason why I wanted to keep my cool, and I think it does coincide with this, is I actually feel like the player's getting played here, and I feel like Jake causes pain to people because he has pain dealt to him
Yeah.
daily.
Yeah. That was a lot of manipulation that he has just done.
Exactly, and I think it's because there's something coming up, and there's been a lot of pressure put on his shoulders, and he's pulling all the strings that he can, quite literally and figuratively. And so when she says that thing about her father, I think he just full on believes it, and in that one moment, a bit of humanity comes back to Jake for a second. And he steps out of this like manipulation machine to get the job done that he's been assigned to get done.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a genuine sense of regret for a second.
Yeah.
For having done this for having mentioned a type of pain that someone can so viscerally feel really right in front of him. He feels like a fake kind of. So that's why I feel like I need to keep my cool here. So this is a +1. That is a 5 and a 2, which is a 7, +1 is 8. So the MC will tell you how your actions would leave you vulnerable, and you can choose to back down or go through with it.
Okay. Oh, so you rolled a... Sorry.
Roll an 8. No, you're
Sophie
totally fine.
just texted me some text
Yes, of
message,
course.
so I was looking at. So you rolled an 8.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. I think you kind of just described it really well, and so that's a really appropriate role. Is that for the first time you are up against someone who you are basically see you really for the first time. Like Julia is
For
like
sure.
hinting at it. She's
Yeah.
feeling it because she's like, I don't know.
She
She
knows
was
the way
like
I
in
am,
your
but
bubble.
She knows the way I am, but she doesn't know why. And for the first time, someone's close to the why.
Close to the Y, and
Yeah.
like you're in a kind of already, you're like tapped out of your
Exactly, yeah.
manipulation. You're hungry. You're like hangry.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I think in that moment, Kale is too distracted with like caring for you to see this like kind of break, but then the leaving you vulnerable aspect is there is like honestly I want to describe it like a movie where it's like a montage where like you two just lock eyes,
Yeah.
and there's this moment where like your eyebrow goes up, Zoe, and Jake,
Yeah.
your both eyebrows go up,
Yeah.
and then it's like cuts back to like a totally normal situation.
Yeah.
But in that moment there's an understanding between like Zoe, you're seeing that there is a little bit more beneath the surface that requires an exploration, and Jake, you perceive Zoe as being someone who now holds that secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would offer also, like, I think that you it seems like you keep this, there's the information you keep close to your chest, and you're like, oh, someone is like really close to finding it out.
Yeah.
And if I find out and tell other people,
That's
like,
gonna be very bad.
I don't have any specific like loyalties to you at this point,
Exactly,
type of thing.
yeah.
So like,
So
that
I
could be
think
bad. Yeah.
feeling that, he immediately gets kind of like on his heels, and is going to look at both Kale and Zoe and say, do genuinely, I'm really sorry. This is not what I wanted to happen. I could still use some help for the talent show if either of you are down, but I really think I just need to go lick my wounds tonight.
Yeah, whatever you need. You're going through a lot, buddy, and I'm so sorry.
Thanks.
You
And
can talk. Oh.
and I will. And you guys don't owe me anything, but if you guys can just like not really spread this around, I just wanted to tell Julia. But yeah, like you said, Zoe, the town's kind of they're gonna make a big deal of it, and kind of just want to digest it first. Anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you, and he turns and walks away, and it is like he is not hoping for he is very sternly walking away this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
I mean, he's in the track team. Like he just starts to jog, like he sprints away. Like just very awkward. Like just like he starts to walk and like kind of speed walks, and then he's just like running away.
And then he turns into a bat and just.
Yeah.
So yeah, the knight kind of takes Jake away. You see him pass the last visible street light. And Kale, you know that he runs to release steam outside of track. So that's his work. He does not do it for joy. And leaves both Zoe and Kale in kind of the foyer platform landing of this strange home. Julia and Colin. Julia kind of looks at you, Colin, and is like, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't think his dad's dead, but that's a really shitty thing not to believe to someone.
Even if his dad's dead, that sucks, and I feel bad, but that doesn't excuse his behavior.
He would have told me.
Yeah.
He always tells me.
Yeah.
I feel like I know so much about his family.
He would have told you, and to say this, I mean, to say it right now in front of all of us, including Kale and Zoe,
right. That's
and Frank, it just doesn't sit right with me.
Oh, and she like looks at her phone and she gets a text, and she goes, "Oh, okay, this makes me feel a little better." And she reads it to you. She says, "It's from Kale." It says, "Hey Julia, you know I love you. Sorry for interrupting whatever we just walked into and bringing him back down there." Oh, there's a little skull face. Oh, that's cute. Also, did you... So, yeah.
Okay.
So I think...
That's nice that Kale texted you. I feel like your friendship is nice. Sometimes I wish I had a close friend like that. You know, I just moved here, so it's really...
I think we gotta do something about this, though. Colin, like, are you with me?
155%.
Amazing. And we fade to black as you all go back into a probably full fucking makeout session. Leaving Zoe and Kale still. Do you leave? Are you just hanging? Are you waiting for them, or?
Kale is not going back down there. Kale.
You just get a text back from Julia to the specific text, like, did y'all kiss? With just like hard eyes, kissy face, wink emoji.
Kale is like, I don't have any weed, but do you want to split this clove with me? And
Zoe's like, yeah.
I think we walk and talk and then head home.
Yeah.
So as we cut, oh, are we about to go in the same place?
I don't know. You go, please. You
okay. Go. As we cut away from the laughing shenanigans of Kale and Zoe, and the additional laughing shenanigans of Colin and Julia, we follow the air almost through the town of
Rapid Falls.
Randall Falls.
Randall Falls.
Let me, just for funsies, I wonder if I can pick a. I'm gonna pick a song. Weird.
Yeah, we hear that.
Now hear it.
Is it scary? Why can't I hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
It's scary.
It's a little
it's scary.
ominous. Oh, it's terrifying. It's
afraid.
scary how good it is. Let me make sure it's the right vibe. Hang on. I really gotta paint this picture. No, that's too slow. Hang on.
It's too quaint.
I wish Kevin McLeod would. Sorry, Kevin, not to. Okay, this is gonna be good. Oh yeah, it's scary. So we follow the air through the streetlights of this very quaint suburb of Muskegon. Why? And through the lights, through the still lit town center, out to the outskirts of the city, past a lighthouse, around a lapping sound of waves from Lake Michigan. Snow has started to gently fall because it is still late January. And we end on the picturesque porch of a very large, sprawling country mansion. It's deeply modern. It's been renovated over the course of some years, a family home. And on the mailbox, you see a giant engraved ornate letter D. And as you as you swoof past the mailbox, you see a figure on the porch. And it's a female figure, long, curly hair, and illuminated, like backlit by the porch light. And we hear the sound of crunching snow and heavy breathing as Jake Donovan makes his way up to the porch of his home. And Jake, you see the silhouette.
Aye.
And the silhouette kind of steps out, and you see the pale but beautiful and very helpful face of Jenna waiting for you. And she says, "Hey, are you okay?"
Jenna, I could really use your help.
Absolutely. That's why I'm here.
You son of a gun.
And she pulls out her hand to give it to you.
I grab her hand and I pull her close. And I look her in the eyes. Jenna, I should have realized what was between us so long ago.
I know you didn't mean those things you said. I know you were just protecting Julia like I should have.
No, you shouldn't have. Jenna. My eyes peer into hers. I need you to help me kill Julia. And I'm going to try to hypnotize her.
And that is where we'll end the session. Thank you for going over a little bit.
There was something. There was one thing that I just wanted to do very quickly, if it's okay.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Little after credit scene.
Yeah, the credits. The credits roll.
Colin in the middle of the night gets a text message from an unknown number, one of my siblings, but he doesn't have it in his phone. That says, if you continue to see Julia, she will be the last thing you ever see.
I turn over and show the text to Julia.
You turn over.
Kingship.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh my god.
I love that we become a Marvel cinematic where like the whole thing happens and we do a post-credit scene.
Oh, that's amazing.
Screaming.
That
So
is
wait,
amazing.
hang on one second then. Matt, you specifically said I turn over. Are you... Y'all were in the basement. Are y'all...
And I did say in the middle of the night he gets.
Yeah.
Are we?
Are you boning? Are you
Oh,
boning?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. As a mortal, you have a sex move. And this is the first time we've used a sex move.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, yeah. When you have sex with someone,
I think
it awakens.
ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see. Okay, yeah. When you have sex with someone, it awakens something sinister within. The next time you take your eyes off of them, they become their darkest self.
Okay.
Oh!
I got some work to do for next week, you bitches.
Wow,
Awesome.
amazing.
Well,
I'm
thank you.
screaming.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, players, for that beautiful second session of this 3-part Monsterhearts. Next Monday is going to be the finale, so come and see how these plans go and who will end up on the other side of them. But before that, we have episode 3 of season 3, 3.3 of The Remains on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. So come see Sophie play in that, plus Kelsey, our other special guest, and then Emily and JMO. And then Sunday, we'll be back as per usual for our continuation of A Little Help, our longstanding D&D campaign set in the widespread
City
continent
of
of
Barrington
Tearol.
is under attack.
Barrington, my home, no. But yeah, so we got oh god, Sophie, get ready. So yeah, we have a full week of streams coming up for like the foreseeable future. Lots on the agenda, which we'll be announcing. Stay tuned to our socials. Once again, thank you to all of the players of this very crazy game, especially our lovely special guest Jen, who's joining us. But other than that, stay crazy, stay feral, and we will see you on the other side. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.